Tuesday. Welcome back to another episode of Share Motivation Podcast, your weekly dose of motivation with Tina
and Delina.
We're so glad to have you here. Thank you to all of our subscribers, all of our viewers. Don't forget to minimize the screen and subscribe, like, and share so that we can continue to gain traction.
Yes, and if you don't have time to sit down and watch the whole thing, wherever you get your podcasts, we are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, so go over there, check us out, share if you care, but don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. So with that being said, it's Tuesday. It's another Tuesday. We made it. We made it a whole nother week. That's to be
Yes, let's clap it up for us.
Yes, woo.
For us. And for you guys out there, because listen, every week is a new test and a new trial, but it is how you overcome and how you endure. So, Delina, tell us something fun and exciting. And we're going to get into some questions this week. We're getting lots of questions and lots of feedback from you guys, and we're very appreciative of it.
Well, I don't really have a lot fun and exciting in this moment that I can remember. I did get to do a little bartending. That was fun. I always wanted to do bartending, but a dear friend of mine had some need for helping hands. If you haven't been to Rosa's in Newport News, it's a restaurant. It's really good Colombian food.
Okay.
I think it's Colombian. Yeah, it's Colombian food.
Okay, I have to try it out. I'm always down for some different cuisine, you know, try new things or whatever. That's what it's all about. Getting out and living this life.
Yes.
So I didn't do anything fun and exciting this week. I'm not sure if I, updated you that I did go to the Taylor Smoke ribbon cutting.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I did go. It was absolutely beautiful. It was Black excellence on full display. And they invited us to come back. They want us to come back because we did do a shout out to them earlier in our podcast. And she said, come back, definitely come back and, check us out when you have more time, because I had my daughter with me. So I really couldn't stay. I could only watch the ribbon cutting ceremony. And then I just did a quick little walk in the building, check out the ambiance. Everything was absolutely amazing. Okay. So we got to get back over there. It's a date, okay?
Okay, yeah, it's a date.
It's a date.
We got to do it. When we get some food, some Colombian food at Rosa's, and then we can head over there.
Yeah. And they, have a little cigar, a little fedora.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, grown and sexy.
That sounds like fun. So we got to do that. I'm going to hold you to that.
Yeah. We're going to do it. Pencil me in, because your calendar is much busier than mine.
Oh, the shade of it all.
Yeah.
My calendar has been a little booked and busy.
Yeah, Delina went on vacation. She came back. She just forgot we ain't been to lunch but one time, and we usually go to lunch 3 times a week.
We do.
So girl time is very, 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 very important.
It is.
Yeah, because it's that time where you can bounce ideas off of each other, where you can get that reassurance that you need, that, whatever's going on in your life, you're headed in the right direction.
Right.
We value the opinions of our girlfriends. Yeah,
it's good to laugh and connect and not lose yourself if you get in a relationship. It's easy to lose yourself, period. With kids, work every day. I've been trying to really stay positive in my mind, like, not let negative conversations, because I have conversations with myself.
Right.
Because I like intelligent conversation.
Yeah. And who better to talk to than yourself?
That's what I'm saying. I haven't graduated to the point of answering myself, but I do like talking to myself. And it's good to get with your girlfriends and be like, girl, let me tell you what happened to me. Am I tripping? Is it me? Because sometimes I be tripping.
Oh, yeah. So we know that when you come on to our platform, we're giving you, advice, tried and true, trial and error advice. So when we say give us your feedback, we want to hear. We want to hear. Has something that we say impacted your life? Have you grown? Did it give you a different perspective? We do these segments called Proper Perspective, and that's where we just bounce back and forth off of each other to give more insight on a subject. So, Delina, tell us.
Yeah, I just got this one.
Hot off the press.
Yeah, this one is hot off the press. So, this question says, would you date a man that you don't really know to add, but I mean, that's the purpose of dating.
Dating.
So yeah, I would date somebody that I don't really know. You know,
But it has to be some attraction.
it has to be some attraction. It has to be some chemistry. We got to have some things in common. You know, it has to be like genuine connection. But then the second part of it is, would you send him sexy pictures and you don't really know him? So I got a funny story with this one.
Story time.
Yeah. So
Story time.
I'm not the girl that's going to send you nudie pics. I'm not the girl that's going to send you tit pics, back shot, whatever it's called. I don't even know what it's called. So,
Oh, you don't know what it's called?
yeah, I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called. That's what I said.
Okay.
I don't know what it's called. Okay.
I'm listening.
We don't go with that.
Okay.
So when I first started mingling, I was, having conversations with people. I said, boy, they sure do a lot of texting. People don't call no more. I'm like, this is how I go. Because I'm not about to get to know you through a whole text message. I'm not that girl. I like phone conversation. I want to hear the inflection in your voice. I want to get a chance to learn you. So learn the different, I'm going to call you back to, I'm going to call you back. Like when you're serious, when you're laughing, when you're joking. So the only way to do that is to talk. You cannot get to know somebody through a text message. And that what you do in text and hey you. But anyway, so when I had met this guy, he said, this is probably maybe a little over a year ago. He said, send me a picture. So in my mind, I was like,
You didn't want that picture.
yeah, I'm like, send me a picture. Yeah, I was like really proud about it too, because you know how you got to get the right angle. I'm like, okay, this looks good. So I sent him a picture. He was like, oh, cute picture. He was like, but I meant like a picture.
There are two types of pictures.
I didn't know that. Did you learn
it? You learned it.
Yeah, I was like, I just sent you a picture. He was like, no, I'm talking about like a picture. And he put it in quotation. I said, oh, I don't, before I could text him back, he called. And I was like, oh yeah, I don't do that. Like, I'm not about to send you no. See, my thing is, once I send you that picture, I have no control over where it ends up. And I like control, of my life, of my faculties. And if I send you nudie pictures, then I don't know what you're going to do with them or where they're going to end up. So, yes, I may send you a selfie or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. But you're not getting no pictures of my private parts. I'm not sending you no sexy pictures. If me and you been dating for a while or we together, I might send you a nice little bathing suit photo or something like that. Or I might even send you like some classy lingerie photo. If me and you are together and that's my man. You know what I mean? But just nudie photos, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, no.
So what would you do? You dating, kicking it with a man for a while. He asked you for some sexy pictures. You sending or what you gonna do?
So I will not incriminate myself.
Oh,
but they're
not you pleading the fifth.
Yeah, I'm gonna plead the fifth. So nonetheless, I'm kind of like you. If you want a picture, I go do a little, you know what I'm saying, little silhouette type thing. But if you're my man, then you know the layout of my body. You know how my body is set up, so I shouldn't have to send you pictures. But I do know that,
I think that, the layout of my body. I'm gonna start using that.
Yeah, Glorilla has said in the song something about just sent my man 5 attachments or something like that.
Oh, I couldn't understand what she said.
Yeah, so that's what she's saying.
I just learned that now. What you said, I didn't know what I thought she said. I thought she said 5 to Texas.
No, attachments. So essentially she's sending him like throughout his work day, he's getting pictures of her body or her in compromising position.
That's because she don't work nowhere.
Well,
if she was working, she wouldn't have time. I'm working.
Yeah.
I don't got time to send you 5 attachments of different angles and pictures because I'm at work.
Yeah, and so you have to be in the mood for that, but you have to know your person. And mind you, Twitter, or I think it's Twitter, or Instagram, or one on Instagram After Dark or something, there are people that just readily sit up there and these are the pictures that they post. Like they say, it just turns into a whole freak fest.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Twitter After Dark? Is that what you said?
Yeah, Twitter, Instagram After Dark, something like that. Y'all research and let us know.
That's why when I call my friends, they be on there late at night. I'm like, what you scrolling? I'm scrolling Instagram, Twitter. Oh, that's what's going on.
Yeah. So, I mean, my man, I actually did a boudoir session for a guy that I was dating for like Valentine's Day. I did the pictures prior to Valentine's Day, but I think it came back and I gave it to him in a nice little frame for Valentine's Day. But it wasn't like super seductive. It was kind of like a little thigh meat, I had on nice,
Okay,
classy.
that's cute. I want to do one.
Yeah. I mean, and it was, they had us like on the floor or, you had like a rose, you hold a rose or different things. Put a
you
little.
have the rose in your teeth?
No, I ain't putting a rose in my teeth, especially I don't know where it, and then people took pictures before me, so it would have been the same rose they held in their mouth. I'm just gonna hold it in my hand. That's what I got for you. But, it was all about the poses and stuff, and I think it was nice. Of course he complimented me on the pic or whatever. But yeah, I mean, my man.
So nice.
Yeah, no, I don't think I would have to do that for my man. But I do understand dating has definitely changed.
Yeah, it's different now.
But, she might just want to take a classy pic. There's ways to be sexy without being naked.
Okay, so then sexy photos, yes. Naked photos, no.
No, right. Because once it's out on the internet, the worldwide internet, Beyonce's internet, Al Gore's internet, it's out there.
Beyonce's internet.
Yeah, it ain't no taking it back. You cannot take it back. And we have a job where we work in a professional setting, and we can't have no pictures floating around. So you better take a mind photo.
We don't need that making the staff meeting.
Yeah, no. So you better if you want to see it, you better play all your cards right so that you can see it in all its glory, up front and center, live and in living color, because you won't get no picture of this.
Yeah. So yeah, sexy photos, yes. Yeah. Naked photos, no.
Now, if this was an established relationship and she's trying to, keep the spice a little bit, then what's your suggestion for that? Like, what are some ways to keep your relationship spicy?
I don't know if I'm the right person to ask, because my relationship didn't work out, but I might be struggling in that department. No, I think it's about switching up the scenery. I think it's about continuously dating that person. You are always evolving and growing with that person, learning that person, what they like. What I liked 2 years ago might not be what I like now. So, I mean, I think, just finding a different restaurant, going on a date somewhere we never been before, whether it's local or far, as long as we plan it, just changing up the atmosphere. I think those are ways to keep it spicy, trying, just new food, new things. Like we never been to a play before. Let's just go to a play. Let's go here. Just switching it up.
And I think if you can relax your partner's mind, if you can relax their mind, stimulate their mind, if you can just get them to get out of their headspace and just be with you, be one with you, I think you'll get the best stimulation from them. You know what I mean? I do see
stimulation.
Yeah, sounds sexy, right? But yeah. So I mean, I agree. I've had failed relationships where I felt like, hey, I've done all of that. I've done, I've done the back rubs and let's take a shower together and
you say you do feet rubbing and all that.
Oh yeah, I cater to my man. Not to toot my own horn, but I've done at home pedicures and
do anything for my man. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
We do not own the rights to that song.
We don't. We own the rights to catering, baby. Cater to you.
Right. So, but I'm just saying, women cater to your men cater to your women. Keep that spark, that flame, that interest,
because I think when it goes out, it's harder to relight.
And then that's when you start looking at every other patch of grass.
They still got to be watered.
Yeah.
You think the grass is greener on the other side. That grass got to be watered and cut and all that fertilizer and debugged and dewormed and all that.
So, maintain a healthy relationship on all accords with your partner. That's sexually, keep those lines of communication open, growing your finances. Like, we can't reiterate that enough. And it's no, Delina's continue to say, her relationship, your relationship failed. It evolved. You bloomed. You blossomed.
I like that.
Yeah.
See, I like what you did with. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what. It didn't fail. It evolved.
It did not fail. It evolved.
Yeah.
So
it's time for the next phase of life.
Yeah. Yeah, and we wish you well.
I wish me well. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm praying.
Yeah, yeah. So I have a question. So my question would be,
what pop-up perspective we about to give out now?
So why are so many attractive women single?
Oh gosh, I feel like you coming for me this episode.
No. I'm single too. So you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, well, you know what? We live in a different climate now. So let's start with this. Mm-hmm. Like, women, a lot of women are on top of their game. Mm-hmm. You know, you, for example, you wear multi hats. You had children. You're an author. Like, that sounds so good. Maybe one day I'll be like,
you gonna write a book, girl.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely got enough stuff to write. Mm-hmm. But I mean, that's a big accomplishment, you know, and that's just a small patch. And then, you know, you have women who are just at the top of their game. We're out here opening businesses. We're entrepreneurs. We're all juggling this, raising kids, you know. And I think for a lot of women, attractive women, like you said in a previous episode, I'm putting my dated life on autopilot right now. It's like, I'm not really focused on that. It'll come when it comes. Mm-hmm. Right now, I'm, you know, spending time with my children and all of those things. It's not really important to me to be tied down in a relationship. Mm-hmm. So I think that is one of the reasons why you have so many single, attractive women. Mm-hmm. They're too busy manifesting and moving and walking in their purpose. They're making money, opening businesses, you know, going back to school, raising children. Women are traveling with their girlfriends, living lives, you know, and I just don't think relationships are at the top of to-do list, because the men, it's not a lot of things or a lot out here that can complement those kind of women. Mm-hmm. Or those kind of women are not running into those kind of men.
Right.
So they choose to be single. Mm-hmm. I think so. One reason is you have a lot of successful, attractive women that are choosing to say, I'm going to focus on these things and I'm not really going to be worried about that.
Right.
So I think that's one
reason. And I think you're 100% correct on that thing. You know, like, when you have to prioritize things, that's not high on the list of things to do. And a relationship is work. So if you're working in all these other types of things, you're building your household, you're, you know, getting strong in your finances, you're working on your health, you know, your overall health and wellness and stuff. And then when you actually get into a relationship, then that cuts into that time that you have allotted for these other things. Mm-hmm. So I think that's why I don't think there's anything wrong with being single. Mm-hmm. And attractive beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So, mm-hmm. you know, I think that inner beauty and the way that you view yourself, like, there are two different types of single women. There are single women that are okay with being single. Yeah. Like, I'm single and I'm fine with it. And then there are single women that desire a relationship. So mm-hmm. if you are a woman that desires a relationship, then you need to figure out which parts can you take 30 minutes a week from, or 45 minutes a week from, or whatever, to allot to cultivating a healthy relationship with someone. Mm. Don't go into a relationship just to say you're not single no more, you're off the market.
Right. Yeah, positioning yourself to where when that man comes into your life, you can be, you know, the woman you need to be for yourself, but also the woman that's going to complement, you know, his needs. And I say this, I will be single until a relationship doesn't feel like work, doesn't feel like this unnecessary, like, here we go with this. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like this, you know, I wanted to just evolve organically at the right time, and I wanted to make sense, you know, and it makes sense for us to just be together. Right. Like, you know, right. It's not like we're trying to force, you know, things to be in place. Like, he just gets it and I just get it, and mm-hmm. we just get it together, you know.
Right. So I received a text message. Hope he doesn't see this podcast.
Because that is a disclaimer I tell everybody. You may end up on an episode.
Right. So I'm hoping he doesn't view this, but so I received a text message.
Ooh.
And this hot off the press. I'm reading it off the phone.
Ooh.
So I received this, and he said, we have great conversations. We have amazing sex. So why aren't we together? That's what he said. And you want to did you want to hear my response?
Oh yes, let's hear the response. Before I respond, let's hear the
I'm gonna show it to Delina off camera.
Okay.
Right. So my response was, because you're full of shit. So this is probably one of the few times you will hear me.
He full of shit, but
he is.
But the thing is thangin'.
No, but this is what I'm saying, and he's spot on. Our conversations is great. When we talk, it's like we bounce this conversation back and forth to each
That's
other.
good. That's rare to find. I'm liking this for you. Okay, you attracted to him physically? Okay.
I mean, the old him, I haven't seen him in some time, but I'm saying when we used to kick it back in the day, and this is like prior to, I want to say I maybe only had one kid. My son might have been one, or even my son might not even have been born. Like, we're talking about.
So he's still somewhere thinking about that thing.
Right. But we always rekindle this thing every so often. Like, it's like a seasonal thing. Like every 5 full moons, it comes back around. Yeah, he spends the block. But it's just, I've been in a relationship. He's been in a relationship. Like, the timing since then has never been spot on. But when he calls, I answer the phone.
Okay.
We have good conversation. He was like, he'll come back and text me like, thank you thank you for your insight or whatever. Like, he has businesses and works a job and has raised a daughter on his own.
Okay.
Or with that.
I mean, so far, I'm liking him.
Yeah, and I like him a lot. I like him as a human. I like him as a person. Like,
I thought you was about to say I like him as a brother. I was about to say this is about to get weird.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I like him as a person, and we have started opening up the lines of communication again, for the 10th time. But this time he says it's not gonna be like any other time. He's serious. He wants to lock down on something, but now,
I like this for you.
Now,
okay.
Now what changed is he's not in Virginia anymore.
Long distance.
Yeah. So now distance has been created between us. So where before it was.
Okay, so how long is the distance?
He's in Florida.
Okay, that's a plane ride. That's,
yeah.
You can get a straight flight there, a couple hours, and that's not.
Yeah, it's nothing too crazy, but it's like, okay, then that's the conversation we need to have. If I'm coming to you, then when are you coming to me? Like, it can't be always me hopping on a flight. I have minor children. You don't have minor children. Your daughter is pretty much the same age as my son. So she's 20, 21, between 19 and 20, I'll say. But he doesn't have a minor child anymore. So now I will be leaving my minor children to hop on a plane and come to you. So the playing field has to be level where, if I'm once a month coming to you, then once a month you need to be coming to me. And then the long-term goal, because I'm a goal setter.
Okay.
I like to lay it all.
Setter. I like that.
Yeah, I like to lay it all out. Like, what are we doing here? And no pressure. If we just having
you
fun.
just want to identify what it is.
Right.
I like that.
Right, because I would love to have a trip to Florida once a month. The weather's amazing. Hit Disney and go see some attractions.
Have some conversation.
Over the breeze blowing off of the ocean. Hair blowing in the wind. I had to get a different hair for that, but you know what I'm saying? I can see that.
I'm loving this hair, by the way. You're doing it.
You
are doing it for me. I've been telling her that all weekend. You are doing it for me. She's been doing it for a lot of people. Because, our coworkers, they cannot say, I'm sorry, we getting off track. But go ahead now. We'll get back to that.
One love interest at a time.
Yeah,
please.
we'll get back to that because she like to hide all that, But anyway, go ahead.
So
you want to get on the plane ride?
Yeah, I could enjoy, taking a trip and going down there. But what I would say is when I'm here and he's there, trust. Trust is a huge factor that plays into it. And while I don't feel like he's ever played in my face, because we've never been serious. We've always just been okay. We've been okay. We've been able to kick it. We've been able to have good times. But I'm in a different place in my life.
Okay.
Well, I ain't just spilling the milk. I'm just not spilling, And I know we've already been there sexually. So is it like, is it a new sex? It's not a new sexual relationship because you've already had sex with him before.
Right. Have you ever been in a long distance relationship before?
Yeah, we had that conversation.
I can't remember.
Where I moved here.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Okay.
Story time coming soon.
Yeah, that to be continued. So, with him, yeah, trust is going to be a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Have you? So, he's currently not in a relationship? How long has he been apart from that relationship?
He says about 6 months.
Okay, he need a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
I think he need a little bit longer because he could be just,
rebound.
Right. We don't do rebounds.
Mm-mm.
We don't do rebounds. But I mean, I think it has the potential. I mean, if you keep the communication open, trust is a thing. I've never participated in a long distance relationship, so I don't know all the ins and outs there. But you do have to communicate. He has to be open. But it sounds like he is really, like he didn't have some time to think about, like, he done had some other experiences, but you've been the thing that he's been thinking about. So, I mean, you never know where it could go.
Yeah, you never know. So definitely stay tuned. I'll keep you guys posted. I have to make a decision on a flight. We're in between 2 dates. One date that works better than the other for me. But October's a busy month for me. I go to training for the job.
Yeah.
And so it's like October, I'm already gonna be, away from home for a period of time. Do I want to add more time to that? November, we're getting into, holiday times and different things like that.
Go ahead and make it happen. If you want to go on, climb that hill and see that man, girl. Go on, head up that hill, see that man.
Right. So, but like I said, we'll keep you posted.
Yeah.
And
I'll make sure I follow up on that, y'all.
Oh, she is. Believe me. If anything occurs, Delina's gonna be right at my desk when I come to work. Like, what had happened?
Yeah.
Right.
She's taking all that hair all the way and listen, I was cracking up a couple minutes ago because I told her, Tina, you've been doing it you were just doing it for me with this hair. So we have a coworker and she been doing it for him too, because he be camped out at her desk, and just walking through, and he loves the hair. What y'all think about the hair? Shout out to the hair. It's giving what it's supposed to give.
Me and my singleness, I don't make eye contact with men. I don't just all willy-nilly look men in their eyes, because I've been told that I have like this bedroom gleam.
Ooh,
yeah. So I really don't.
Baby.
You know what I'm saying? Even when I'm out and about, and Delina knows, she's been out with me, and she'll be like, "Oh, who's that guy up there?" I'm like, "I don't know," because I don't even see him. I don't
even. She giving bedroom.
Yeah, I don't do no whole bunch of looking them in their eyes. So it could be a lie. They might have lied to me, but I just don't do it because, it done led to too much meaningless mess. So
meaningless mess.
Yeah, so I don't look people in the eyes, but nonetheless, this person, he makes it his business. And, some people have to like be spot on face with you, but I feel like right now
he likes to come over and talk to Tina and be like.
Yeah. And had these long drawn out conversations about
and he
nothing.
chew his gum like the.
So he'll have a long drawn out conversation about nothing. I'll be like, what are we doing? Like, let's just hurry this up. I don't even know where this conversation is going, and
I'm
it should
giving
have
you
been
all the leeway.
Listen, yeah, that was the last thing. Like, I was trying to get out of his way.
She was doing something. Looked up, he was right up on top of her.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I value all my coworkers.
Yeah.
I love where I work at.
It don't feel like work.
And I don't think it was like nothing wrong. But I think when you're having a conversation with an attractive woman, you know, he just got.
He needed to get close and get an up close visual. He
was like he wanted to smell me. And
he checked the hair out. He was loving the hair, and there's nothing wrong with that,
But respect boundaries.
Yeah, setting boundaries. That's what we talked about before. But yeah. Okay, so let us know in the comments. Do you think it's okay to send sexy pics, nudie pics? Is there a difference? What do you think? Is there a time frame that you should consider doing it or not doing it? For us, we've discussed it here, and I know for me, there's a difference between sexy and nudie. I think you can still send sexy pics without showing all your business. You can keep it classy without showing all that assy, type thing. But let us know in the comments. What do you think?
And for our brothers out there, because I don't know if Delina can attest to this, but those unsolicited penis pics,
yeah, get that out of here.
get that out of here. Like that is trash.
Get it out of here.
That is trash.
Yeah.
And I know
that's the way you make the block list immediately.
quickly,
no grace,
quickly,
no mercy.
expeditiously. But what I've never seen an attractive penis. Never. Attractive. I'm talking about to look at it like, oh, this is so cute. No, they're all ugly.
Really?
They're all ugly.
Oh, wait a minute. This is another disagreement.
They're all ugly.
Wait a minute, spin that back. Now, this is about to turn into a 90-minute episode. Tina,
they're ugly.
you think all penises
Are ugly.
what God has created, let us use it for the good.
Listen, I'm all for using it. Listen, I'm all for it. You know, the blacker the berry, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Like, I like a nice one, but I don't think any of them are attractive that I need to see a picture of it.
Well, I don't necessarily want a picture of it, but I can appreciate the curvature and, you know, the landscaping, and there's a lot of elements about the male anatomy that I can appreciate. And I think that some of them are very attractive. So not that I've seen a lot. I mean, I'm talking just.
So my phone dings. My phone ding. I go to open it up, and there is this penis on my picture on my phone. It's unsolicited. Like, we haven't had a conversation about it.
He wanted to give you something to keep
right. So I'm not gonna look at it and be like, "Oh, that is so cute. I see that." No, they're ugly.
Yeah, and you don't want to use that voice when you say, "If I got to see your penis pic and I go, oh, it's so cute," that's not really
Right, but they're all ugly. So
you
stop.
They're all ugly?
They're all ugly, and stop sending out those pictures. Like I said, it gives very much pedophile. It gives very much sexual predator. It gives very much horn dog. So yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. And Delina might say, you know, she appreciates the look of them, but if her phone was a ding right now and it was somebody's Johnson on her phone, she would be like, this is weird.
Yeah, if it's somebody that I'm not, you know, now let me clarify. I'm not sending nudie pics. But if it's somebody I'm rocking with and talking to a while, if he want to surprise me with a little, you know, excitement, you know, then I'm not going to send it to you, sir. But if that's what you want to send to me to keep me, you know, engaged, then.
Sir, send me gray sweatpants with wheat Timbs on. if you really want to excite me.
Yeah, because sweatpants season is upon us.
Yes. So if you really want to excite me, put on your gray sweatpants, put on you some Timbs, throw your New York fitted on and turn it to the back with a white tee. And I'll be like, damn, my man. But the penis pic is really not doing it for me. It very much gives immature.
Right, yeah. I mean, I definitely think it's a time and a place. And it's about who the person is. Now, I agree with you there. Now, saying that they're all unattractive, we're going to have to spend more time on that off camera. But, you know, that's...
And don't send us any to review.
Yeah, please don't.
Yeah, please. Thank you.
That is funny.
Yeah, I just thought I should put it out there because I, you know, have gone through the phase of receiving them, you know, unsolicited, and I'm just like, well, why would you?
Yeah, I've gotten a couple. I mean, I've gotten some interesting video footage, and I watched it. You know what I mean? Because I mean, for research purposes, I just want to make sure, you know, that yeah, I watched it, but that was a while ago.
Research purposes.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. So that was that, and then what do we talk about? Oh, long distance relationship. Have you guys ever been in a long distance relationship? What are the two main ingredients that you feel could help a long distance relationship? Like, is it communication? You have to talk every day. Are you fine with that person popping up on you popping up on that person? Are there boundaries? Like, I just don't know if I would be able to participate in a long distance relationship, but you never know what life has in store for me, so we shall see.
Yeah, so I'll keep you posted on my adventures with long distance dating. Like I said, we did FaceTime on yesterday, so he's plus one. On you fellas that think y'all about to text me every morning. He's one up on that. He actually does like to talk on the phone, and he does FaceTime. So
okay. Well, I mean, I'm excited to see where this goes. This is gonna be interesting because she block them pretty quick. She don't give a lot of grace and mercy. So we'll have to stay tuned and
that should say a lot for him. He's not blocked.
Yeah, because y'all have history. So you must really like him.
I mean, he never messed up. He never did anything wrong. It
Y'all
just fizzled.
In places where y'all couldn't lock in.
Right.
Okay.
And I mean, it's been points in time where I was in that kick it phase. Like I could just kick it. I could kick it with you. You know, we could go out, whatever, ride in the car. You know, go to the next state over, have dinner, and ride back. I used to be just a kick it girl, but I'm not a kick it girl no more.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm on my grown woman. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I done poured a lot of wife into people that's not my husband. Yeah, so I don't really have a lot of wife to pour.
I did that too. Yeah, I want it back.
Yeah, I don't want it back.
I want
they needed it. They needed it. I look at that as in any relationship. If I gave you something, whether it was material or, you know, I helped you with a business or, you know, I helped you accomplish your goals. I gave you that encouragement when you needed it. I don't want it back. Because God going to bless me tenfold.
That's a word.
Yeah, he going to bless me over and over and over again because I gave from a sincere place. I had a sincere heart. My posture was good. I was what did it say? Serve as unto your brother. Serve. See, yeah.
I know that would have been a good one. See, I didn't even know we was gonna go this deep with it, but I like that.
Yeah. So I serve and I do and I give. You know,
with a cheerful heart.
Yeah, with a cheerful heart. See, now you see. Yeah,
I know it will come back.
It will come back. Yeah. So, and that's why I don't want any of it back. You know, and I hope it helps.
I just be feeling like I want my time back. If I wasted time on you, I want my time back. Oh, you want your money back?
Yeah, I want my money back. Give me my bread.
Yeah, you had me to say, where are the $40 men? I done wasted too much money on this one. Where's the $40 man?
Y'all too expensive for my taste. Like, I mean, fitted hats ain't even $40 no more. Like, bruh.
Yeah, I'm with you though. If I'm in a relationship or if we just kicking it, I give it all I got while I got it for you. And I'm sincere and I'm genuine. Because once I shut that door, you gonna feel it.
Right.
You know, you gonna feel, okay, she really ain't rocking with me no more. You know what I'm saying? You gonna feel it. But that's why 2-3 years later, 4 years, 5 years, all these years later, you get the, hey, how you doing? Or they see you out, hey, how you been? It's like, and my fallback game is hard. Cause I hit you with the
who that?
Oh, hey. Like, I really had to take time to remember who you was. So, yeah.
To let you know that she ain't losing no sleep behind nobody's rusty, dusty son.
Not a wink. I give it all I got while I got it for you. And if you want to mess it up, then so be it.
And I said, you know, us as women, sometimes we break our own hearts.
That is true.
Yeah.
Holding on to the potential of what could be.
Yeah. We break our own hearts, so we have to understand when love's not being served anymore, when our emotional needs are not being met, that we withdraw ourselves from the situation and we move on, not in a vindictive, rude way, but in a mature way, that we just go ahead, this relationship isn't working for me. I'm not gaining what I need to gain from it, so I'm going to move on where I can be fed.
It's hard, it's easier said than done.
It is.
Because then when you know, you remember how they made you feel in the beginning. You remember how they made you feel when you was falling in love. That's why I said I'm not falling in love. I'm going to stand in it, meet it, look it right in the eye and be like, I see you, you know, because I want to be alert and astute. But it's hard to just cut that person off when they're no longer serving a purpose because you remember the good times.
Right.
You remember the fun times and when y'all were in that space of really connecting. But like you said, it's important to recognize, you know, okay, my emotional needs are not being met. You know, you really don't care or handle me with care. And, you know, it's doing more detriment than it is good. I'm not being fulfilled And if I'm not being fulfilled, I know you're not, because we're in the same relationship. So it's
Right.
important to protect that and walk away. So that's easier said than done.
Right. It is. And
Yeah.
we understand. We understand. We have been in relationships, that didn't work, had their expiration date. And, we just want you guys to move on like we've moved on, and every day
It's peace on the other side.
Yeah, it's peace on the other side. We have grown.
Yeah.
We're at a mature level.
Yeah, but I remember the pain of it. I done went through it, then cried at night, and skipped meals. The skipping meals part did me justice.
And I bust windows out of cars, and I've pulled
we
up.
got a live one.
Yeah, I don't take it.
I might have bumped somebody with my car door before. They were in the way of the door.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on how you caught me. I've thrown some clothes out in the parking lot. Just took a trash bag and just busted wide open and threw it out there.
Oh, they was already in the bag. I thought you was getting the stuff.
No, they was in the bag, and I said, "Come get your stuff." And they were like, "I'm not coming to get nothing." And I was like, "Oh, well, you need help. Let me help you."
Because some people need to be led.
Yes, I helped them, and so it's been different times. If you catch me at the wrong time, that's why I say I thank God for change. I thank God for change.
Yeah. Now we see, we talked about red flags. We see them coming, and we trying to block people or go ahead and back out that thing. Breakups are hard. Any way you look at it, evolving is hard. When you come to a place where you're recognizing, I got a lot to give. I got a lot of good attributes. I want to share this stuff with somebody, and you start seeing they're not treating me the way I need to be treated. Like, this don't feel good. This don't look good. This don't sound good. Maybe it's time to end it. But it's peace on the other side. It's a hard hurdle to jump, but once you get over it, the first couple weeks is the hardest. Once you get over that, it's peace on the other side. So if you are going through a breakup or a separation, I just want to give you this. In Colossians 3:15, it says, "Let the peace of Christ rule in your heart, since as members of one body you were called to peace, and be thankful." So God created us in his image. And with that being said, we have an internal peace that we need to unlock. So think about that peace. Think about separating yourself from stuff or people or things, taking an inventory of those things around you and say, you know what? I probably need to pull back from this, or that. And just doing that and thinking about your peace, your sound mind, just focus on that. And be thankful. Remember, you were called to have peace because he gives us life. And he gives it to us abundantly. And peace is a part of life.
And we thank God for that. We thank God for peace.
That's a word, okay? So if that relationship ain't bringing you peace, go ahead and back on up.
Just move along.
That's right.
Yeah. So this week's small business shout out.
Ooh.
I'll go first.
Yeah, go
we'll
first.
We'll give Delina a chance to think about it. So we did this. Now this came to me as we were talking about the sexy pics. So if you are a person that loves to give sexy pics, make sure that you're going to check out Bare Bliss. Bare Bliss is a locally owned wax salon here in Hampton, Virginia, owned by Miss Jatia Pressy. If you want to check her out, let me just give you her Instagram. She's actually my wax person. She's actually a good friend of mine as well. So, but she has a budding business, a beautiful, clean, aesthetically sound studio in Hampton. And her Instagram is _Bare Bliss, BareBliss.
So for all, check them out.
Yes, so for all your wax needs, definitely go check her out. Like I said, it was kind of strange when when she said, "Girl, why you not coming to me?" Because I had another wax tech, and because she's my friend, so you don't want to just.
Right.
For your friend.
Listen, them estheticians, they be serious about their craft.
Listen, but I've gone to her. I'm very well pleased with her. Our wax relationship has been well over a year now.
I've never had a professional wax. I usually take care of that myself. But that's important to have a good relationship because they see all your unmentionables.
Oh, yeah. So definitely if you are looking for a local wax tech here in the Hampton, Newport News, or if you don't mind traveling, she's here in Hampton. Bare Bliss.
Okay, Bare Bliss. Okay, so shout out. I'm gonna have to check into that because Yeah, I'm gonna have to check into that.
Yeah, check into that.
Now, I don't have a small business shout out, but I did go to a place called Stuff last night. And I was very disappointed. So, I ordered, it was 3 of us. I ordered some chicken tacos, and then they had it was like some Philly steak and cheese egg rolls. Now those were pretty good. So when I tasted the nachos, the chicken it wasn't seasoned, it wasn't giving anything. So I was like, I don't know if I want that. So then I started eating the Philly cheese steak egg rolls. So I ate the first one. It was good. It was seasoned. It was hot. It was good. It was crunchy where it needed to be crunchy. I was like, ooh, so I'm gonna get another one. I said to myself, have another. So I start eating the second one. I got almost done, and I pull a piece of plastic out of my mouth that was about this big. You know when you're undoing the little tab when they have like a jug of something and you pull a little plastic tab and take it around and open. They had dropped the plastic tab in the food. So when she came over, I was like, man, I gave it to her. I said, this was what was in my egg roll. Now they were nice about it. They took the egg rolls off. They took I didn't want nothing after that. They took everything off, but it was just the point. I mean, shout out to Stuff. I heard the food was really good. I didn't have a good experience. But that's the business shout out that I'm doing. So if you go there, enjoy your food, but just check it and make sure ain't no plastic in it.
Oh, yeah. And I've gone to Stuff a couple of times. On Tuesday night, they do have live bands and stuff there. But I've never had a bad experience. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yeah, this was my first time going there, and I mean, it might be the last.
Yeah, unless she gets something like a rice bowl or something where she can see what's going on with it.
Because my fallback game is strong, so it'll probably be some time before I go back.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for chiming into this week's episode of Sheer Motivation Podcast.
Yes, give us your feedback. Let us know what you think about Pics and dating long distance. Thank you so much for watching and your support. Remember to hit that like button, subscribe, share if you care, tell a friend and tell a friend. And if you don't have time to watch the whole thing, you can check us out on Apple Podcasts and what's the other one? Spotify. There we go. See, you on it. Thank you again. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.